Hi guys, it's Sarah. I finally got round to doing a Promarker tutorial. What I'm going to do is hopefully recreate some of the elements from this. This is a piece that I finished a couple of days ago. Well, I've just got to put some finishing touches to it and then it'll be done. And this will be for sale as well once it's framed. So I'll put that up on my shop, or it might go on my Facebook page. And the mouth. The teeth. Give him some eyes. Some little cute smiley eyes. And some cheek dots. Do a big grin. And some little teeth. Some smiley eyes. Do him a little tongue. What else should I do? I'll do right, so what we'll do is first of all we'll colour the this little guy in. I'm gonna use pinks. Should have sorted my colours out before I started the video, really. And antique pink. I don't know what these colours are going to go like together, but we'll soon find out. So you lay down your first colour. You can either use the chisel tip or the small tip, but I use the chisel tip just because I'm doing it quick. So lay down your first colour. This should be the lighter of the two. So colour this part in. You have to watch what kind of paper stock that you're colouring in on, because it can bleed, which is this is bleeding a tad because it's card, but it's all I've got in my office. So you can see the ears, so you put down the first colour, and then take a darker colour, which is Tropical Orchid, and then lay that down on top, kind of creating a bit of a shadow. I'm just going to go over that bit because it's got some bleed here, so if you just go over it with your black marker, then it goes. Right, and also, if you want to get like a slightly darker colour around the outside, you can tend to build the colours up. I like a really dark around the outside. So if you put that down on top as well, this is the maroon. So, and then get your lightest colour that you set down first, and then go over that as well. You can do it in a circular motion. So slowly but surely, you build up the different colours, leave a little bit of a highlight, and then just go back over. The beauty of the Promarkers is you can lay them up quite well, without them looking a mess. But there you go. So that's one ear done. You can see what difference it looks like from the flat colour to when you build it. Right, and then if you want to go to the main part, so you set down the colour, whichever end you want really. I use the chisel tip just because it's quick. Shouldn't go over the teeth because of the bleed. If you're going to do a lot of Promarker drawings, I suggest getting a marker pad because the colour doesn't bleed. But the only problem with that is it's very thin, so make sure you put another sheet of either normal paper or card underneath, because then you don't ruin the pages that are underneath, because the colours can go through. So I'm just going over the outlines just because it's bled slightly. Right, so yeah, once you finish putting the orchid colour down, put a little bit more down. Then get your darker mulberry colour, maroon colour, and then put that along the same edge. And then take your tropical orchid and then do the circular motion. Gives it a little bit of a 3D look. So you got like that. So you can tell the bits that have got the highlights and the shadows, whereas this is like what it comes out like if you just use a flat colour. Swap up your colours. I tend to use like a nice browny colour, creamy colour for the base of the donut. I should have got these sorted really. I use the tan for that colour. And then you want a slightly darker colour of brown. So I use a cinnamon. So you start off laying the lighter tan colour down. Your cinnamon. Go around the edges of the icing so it looks kind of 3D. Or it looks like there's like a shadow. Like I say, this is the way that I use my Promarkers and colour. I'm sure there'll be somebody out there saying I'm doing it wrong, but this is the way it works for me. And then put a little bit round the edges. And then what we'll do is that's like that now, so you can see your picture coming together. Right, so quickly lay the purple down, and then I'll use a darker plum to do some little dark colours around the edges. You can use any colours basically, as long as you've got kind of a lighter and a dark shade that kind of go together. There's no set colours to what you have to do these like. Then get your amethyst and then do circular motion so it blends a little bit. There you go, and then just go around the outline with your black pen. And if you want to add some sprinkles, you can do it with your black pen, or you can get a different coloured Posca or paint pen, or I wouldn't suggest doing the highlights with Promarkers because they'll just blend into each other. So if you do it with like a different make of pen, then they'll stand out more. So yeah, this is just a really quick tutorial about how you build stuff up to look more 3D with shading and stuff. Then eventually, once you get to put some more elements in and shade them up, then you can do something like this. Yeah, so sorry the tutorial was rather long, but yeah, I suppose you need to know how to draw them up first and stuff, so that's why it's a bit long, but hope you like, and if you can comment, rate and subscribe, check out my websites and my shop, and like my Facebook page, that'd be awesome. Cheers, thanks, bye.